that's it, guys. I think we are live. João will confirm me if I'm live. Yeah, I confirm we're live on Twitter as well.
I'm checking.
Or I don't know. I'm in
Okay.
Brazil. You take
I
care of
think
Twitter.
okay.
I
Let me see. Yeah, we are live. We are live. I'm in Argentina right now, so I the Twitter ban doesn't affect me so much.
I hope.
Affect me
I
because
hope.
I don't have reach.
Not
That's
yet, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I don't have any reach, you guys. I post something, it doesn't go to anybody because almost my Twitter, all my Twitter followers are in Brazil. I will go outside of this room because the internet is breaking. Let me see. Yeah.
okay.
And I just wanted to show you guys the Solana economic zone as well. Novak was here last week, and it is let's just show you guys. It's an amazing place. Like I'm so
It's
happy
awesome.
that it is happening so near to my home. So to our home actually. So it's awesome to have Solana economic zone here. So we will be talking about three things. We're talking about Brazil having this fight. We will be talking about DAO regulation. This is a guy that we know from a long time ago. Uh, but recently he was here in Argentina, and I talked to him, and we discussed it about DAO regulations, and I think it would be something very interesting to touch on. Uh, and another thing is that since I'm in Argentina and Novak as well, we need to talk about in Argentina. So yeah, just I just want to start with this. How was your week thing? So how was your thing? How was your week, Joe?
Uh, it was good. Like fundraising, doing some financial modeling as well, understanding how to move forward in terms of increasing revenues. Yeah, it has been interesting. Picnic is, I think, very similar to a bank, very similar to an exchange. And yeah, there is a room to make a lot of revenue there. We're taking that and making it more clear in our narrative. I think that was underexplored. Um, so yeah, that's on my mind pretty much, showing you why Picnic is a great business. It's the office is super breaking
Sophie, you are
down.
lagged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tony, if you feel free to go ahead, like go
Sure.
forward.
Let's talk a little about my weeks, since we did the last circuito. So I've been working um, near with a client uh, that is building a spot DEX, and we created a campaign in the last 2 weeks, and that we achieved 500 new users for this client. So it was very good to create this campaign from Galaxy, and I've been working analyzing the competitors of travel. Voi Travel, and aiming to travel a lot and the travel in all this competitive landscape of travel based on blockchain. And yeah, we are onboarding another client called Axon that is building application to train AI in a decentralized way. So they already achieved the seed round, and the pre-seed, and now they are aiming to achieve the seed round. So yeah, we are onboarding, doing some business assessment, and understand what we can help in and what areas is more important to focus on. But it's in the beginning, it's more we did a lot of assessments, and we start doing some strategy docs to teach everyone and to understand some the personas, the messaging house, the branding of the company. And yeah, that's it. Was being very good. And I enter in that community that I I talking to you guys in another moment, called Emergent Venture Capital Fellows. So now I'm a fellow of and there, and is the biggest group of VC people, that venture capitalists, people that work in venture capital in Latin. And that's it. Yeah, was being very good to connect with these people, to help with research and events and a lot of things that we can do for the venture capitalist ecosystem in Brazil.
Awesome. And how did Twitter for you? How the Twitter thing uh, uh affected both businesses and both strategies and in growth and so on?
For me, in the case, my clients didn't affect anything, but I had to buy a VPN because I don't want to use a free and bad VPN. Uh, yeah, I was trying to use some free VPNs, but the network was not good for me, so I am using NordVPN now. But yeah, using normal, and because we have to work, and yeah, and if Xandão's call it something, I will only say that I have to work, and that's it. You can cry, man.
Yeah. On my end, uh, I got very, very pissed off on Saturday, which was the day like that. Okay, this thing is for real. I'm officially banned from using Twitter. I think that the feeling I had was pretty much like now I can't use LinkedIn. I mainly use Twitter for work. I just follow crypto accounts and tech accounts. That's really what I spend time there doing. So it was this really random thing that happened in my life that now I cannot use this work to do business. So it's like, yeah, we have been getting like it happened this week that someone that was interested in talking with us sent like a link and they'll open this thing. We try to like, we can open it, right? Like we don't have Twitter, like it's just this really weird thing that we got cut off from a very basic internet tool. So that has been my personal feeling. And yeah, we have someone in Portugal on Picnic, so we can manage the accounts from there. But yeah, I can't use my account, which is really sad.
I love the Sergio Moro way of saying that he was using VPN without it. He was he was saying like he has a friend on the US and he had tweeting for him. It was so clear that it wasn't true, but okay. It was it was something interesting. And for you, Novak, if you want to present yourself first, and then we can talk about Twitter ban and stuff. Feel free, my friend.
Yeah, sure, sure. Nice to be here. I'm Gabriel Novak, one of the co-founders of BlockFu. I think everyone here knows what BlockFu is, but who is watching us right now? BlockFu is like a software development company focused in building products for DAOs. So we build products focusing solving governance problems for DAOs. So that's the thing. In BlockFu, I'm the like COO, something like that. Like they handle the operations of all the things like how the products are being built, how we're achieving our goals, how the financial are planned for the next months, next years, how we will achieve something that we need to achieve, and how people are handled, like what are the next step for people, the career progression and things, and yeah, and if everything that like, oh, this will happen, this is wrong, this need help, so I go there and oh, what I can help here. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, about Twitter, it was like a very surprise thing for me, but like I was expecting something like that because Brazil and the last few years are is becoming more and more like not dictatorship. I think it's a word that is too much strong for that, but it needs control, and it seems that Brazil needs control, people, something like that. And like I was wondering yesterday, like a lot of people think that Twitter is just for people buzzing thing or bullshitting thing, but no, like Twitter is a lot much more than that. Like the whole like the big person, big people of like scientific person, like entrepreneurship person. Like you have key people from industries, tech industry, especially tech industry, AI industry, blockchain industry, that you can like easily reach them. You can just comment in the Twitter, and the guy that like is CEO from the whole thing just respond to you with a meme. So it's a very cool thing, and you have a lot of like threads that you can learn a lot. So people have like a disturbing thought about what is Twitter is like. It's more like that. This knowledge is yeah, and the fact is communication with people that you never communicate like that. So it's like a big loss for Brazil.
Just to
Yeah,
comment,
even like the diplomacy or foreign affairs. I think it's when Afghanistan happened and when Israel and Gaza happened, we had this a lot of back and forth in Twitter between diplomats, between representatives. So it's all on Twitter there. It's strange. We don't participate on the conversation anymore. It seems like the group that are excluded from the global community. It's strange. It feels strange. Um, Even though I don't have the Twitter banned, all things that I post will have lesser reach because almost all people that follow me are Brazilians or are based in Brazil. So yeah, that was that hurts. But okay, going to strategy like Blockful is not like Twitter is a tool, but you guys have not so much of a Brazilian base there, if I'm not mistaken. What is your
Yeah, not
market
at all.
to overcome that?
Yeah, Blockful and most time is for international stakeholders, like international community, and so because we don't have too much of our persona here in Brazil, like governance focus, and mostly DAOs are abroad, so our main focus is abroad. We are now understanding how can we like post things in Twitter, making Twitter space, because it's very important to us. Like the marketing team said to me, like, "Hey Gabriel, let's do a team space with Argentina guys that you went to Argentina for Aleph, right?" And they said, "No, let's go." But wait, Twitter is blocked. How can we do that? Like this is in fact like harmful us. This is harmful us. But we are find some like a manner, a way to handle that. I don't know. We are speaking from to people abroad to see if we can like make it post, and so with a different access to not make a risky thing too, like, because uh, in fact, what Supreme did is to put fear in people, right? A lot of people are afraid to post. Uh, so, and this is very dangerous. And like 50,000 reais it's a value, you know. It's something, right? And in fact, there is a chance. Like I know that's maybe a minimum chance, but it has a chance. But yeah, it's affecting us. That's the stuff. Yeah.
A quick comment, like 50,000 reais is 3 years of minimum wages. It's like insane. It's a lot of
Insane.
Yeah.
It's insane, man. It's insane.
And we had a letter from the lawyer's order, like asking for a revision of that because it is very strange. Like you can reason on things like having the platform blocked on internet providers, national internet providers, but having people paying a fine because they are accessing a site that is not international blocked or something like that, like don't have any international agreement to block this site or human rights being um, violated there. It's pretty strange. It's pretty strange. It seems
Hmm.
like very disproportional and how. Um, let me ask, like just switching topics a little bit. How was Argentina for you, Novak? How was your feeling?
Nice question, nice question. Argentina is always good. Like if I go there just to go to Argentina, it will be nice. So that's the first thing. But it has a special reason for for why I went to Argentina. That was Aleph, right? Crescimento. That is like a pop-up city, a network state that is being built in Argentina. The event take the whole month, so you have like 30 days, I think. I just stayed about 1 week. That was the governance week that we went there. We were invited by Fundam de Commons to make a talk about governance systems and toolings for DAOs. So we're talking about ENS governance, we're talking about compound security attack, we're talking about some voting process for DAOs, how this happens, what is the blocks, what is the positive and negative things about that. And we're talking about how we can like put DAOs in our day by day, how can achieve tooling for DAOs in our like daily lives. So the event itself, we had 2 days of governance talks itself, from the morning to afternoon, organized by Sid Latam, organized by Fund the Commons. That was great, very, very nice. People from UpMe's, people from Arbitrum community. It was very nice. The most nice thing is to know people, to encounter people that is real, because we always see like a figure, a meme in the picture. So we can like meet each other, and the real thing that is very nice too. Uh, and in fact, the event was very high level. I thought about the governance thing, because we don't usually see too much governance in Brazil, governance related for on-chain governance, right? So Argentina is making huge steps for developing a country for crypto and by crypto, right? That is very, very good to see. I am very happy that is like very next to Brazil, that if anything happens for us, anything happened to us, we have Argentina. That is a very cool place, very crypto friendly. The whole state, the government itself was involved in this LF Crescimento. So this means that they are, in fact, pushing forward initiatives on crypto business. This is so cool. And yeah, and like we have 4 venues there that was so nice, so beautiful, so well organized too. Nothing to complain, right? It was very nice to know more the ecosystem, and having sure that network states and pop-up cities, it's like it's happening right now. It's true, and in fact will change people's lives. I think this is the most output that I can from there is that they are achieving what we are thinking about. They are achieving what the articles are saying, right, about network state. I know that is the first steps on, but like I think they have like the first steps very concrete for achieving that. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's something that I felt that as well. At the same time that I saw like real examples of crypto using in the daily basis as well. I don't know if you had the chance to spend a lot of Morphe tokens or something like that, but using crypto daily your daily basis in the neighborhood is very very interesting.
For
So
which use
go ahead,
cases?
bro.
Yeah.
We had tokens airdropped each week, $75 almost per week, and we could spend on places that were around the Aleph hub. So restaurants and mostly restaurants to buy food and beverages and stuff. And yeah, it was very very interesting to use these tokens, like to see people paying on it, to pay on it as well. Um,
Yeah.
New use case.
It was very nice. Like Alex, every time Alex, my partner said, "Oh, let's dinner some place. Let's take a coffee." And I would say like accept them of tokens because I really need to spend that. Like it is, and the place that accept more tokens were very very cool too. So and worth a lot, you know. And the UX for that was like my very good because you just like you don't even create account, you just log in with your Gmail, right? And you access all the restaurants. I did right now. Look, I just opened my cell phone and go to Safari, right? And I didn't even log in. It already logged for me, so I can like see my wallet and see the restaurants that are like able to spend more tokens. And they use zk sync for do that, like with account abstraction and so like the UX is like evolving a lot for crypto expanding. So this is very 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 cool what they did there.
What is Morph?
Morph tokens. I think it's like an airdrop, just to you spend like the tokens in restaurants. I think only that, yeah. But I don't remember the specific MEO of the Morph. Yeah.
And more,
Who's paying for that? Like, sorry.
Aleph is paying for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
and the company that backed of this application is Morph. It's the same of the token, Morph tokens.
No, it's
Simplify.tech.
yeah.
Okay, Simplify.
Yeah, simplify.tech. You can search for that. Yeah.
Great.
Simplify raised a lot of money apparently.
Seems to. Yeah. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
very, very nice UX.
Yeah, that was only one of the experiences that I think we could have here. A lot of things I missed out because just time and resources, energy to go to all the
Hmm.
place or to participate in every activity. But it was a very good experimental, I think, pop-up city and interesting. It's an interesting way of living a crypto
Yeah.
event. And
Hmm.
I'm just wondering when we'll do that in Florianopolis. Like we need to do a pop-up city in Florianopolis as well. What to say?
Here's
What
in
to say? No,
Floripa.
João.
Let's cook
That's
for
good.
if Floripa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's that good question. I was talking to the team today, in fact, about a for people that we can organize, and so and we talked about like a pop-up city, but and we were thinking about, well, maybe we should do like one a whole month event, right? With people living the experience itself. But we were thinking like, oh my God, I think like 5 days of event with boot camp, hackathon, and the conference itself is a lot of work. Imagine the whole month. So we need to take to go with like a lot of care about that, because if not, we cannot handle one event itself. But I think it's a very good idea, and if you can like have more people to like organize a pop-up city like a network state itself, but it's a lot of different thing, a pop-up city, you know, uh, because a pop-up city is what's the mission, the values involved, like why the pop city exists, like is there any incentive for or the government or the city that are involved, you know, is there any place that people can live, people can build? So it's not just an event, right? It's like a new way of life. It's like a new way of entrepreneurship, you know. Just making a whole month of event, I don't think it's a pop-up city, right? I think it's just a conference of for 1 month. That's because a pop-up city maybe it's a thing that is a whole job for that, you know. I don't know what you guys think about.
Well, I think that's to have a pop-up city, you need to have a lot of support, like ecosystem
Hmm.
support. It's not just one people, one movement, not
Yeah.
just one group of people doing it. It's a bunch of them doing it at the same time, creating like what I liked about Aleph is that they really figure out what makes a pop-up city work.
Hmm.
I don't know, I would not say that Aleph was perfect because in the sponsor
Hmm.
side we had some difficulties, but at the user side, as the people there, the citizens side, I would say it was very interesting because the meaning of Aleph in poetry and even in mathematics, I don't recall the exactly meaning of that in mathematics, but Aleph is a point in space that is an aggregation of several of all the other points. So it's a point in space that is the concentration of other points in space. So imagine like a tiny point that is all the other points are inside of it. Um, that's interesting because it was what the movement Crescimento is. You know, a lot of different players, a lot of different groups, movements work together at the same time, at the same point, not in space only, but in time as well. So that was very interesting. Like I think if we push this narrative, the first thing is narrative. The last thing will be like real production, organizing stuff. The narrative is the thing that we push the other stuff because it can work in a decentralized way. Like each movement, each group can contribute to a little bit. But the narrative comes first, I would say. And the problem is that Brazil had an awesome narrative until Saturday. We had
I
the
think it's
awesome.
stronger right now.
You
Do you
think?
think it's that bad? Why is it?
I think for crypto, like Twitter is the home of crypto.
Yeah.
Pure.
But the
So to
gringos
have
can use a VPN.
VPNs,
Like they don't have a Brazilian bank account. They are good to go.
no, I understand that, João, but I would say that without Twitter, all the influencers, all the people that have voices in Brazil will lose
Hmm.
reach. So
Hmm.
the narrative, two things. First, it's
Hmm.
not a good sign when a country do a band in a huge, it is not a good sign at all
Yeah.
for investors. I saw like Bill Ackman saying something like Brazil is becoming uninvestable because of that or something like that, and he is very influential. Um, and another thing is that people such as me, João, Tony, Novak, we all have our voices a little bit downsided. We have like a little bit of um,
A lot less, like
I'll not
a
say
lot down.
we have like we have a lot of weight. We are trying to do a lot of things, but without the same reach. Because of VPN, because VPN mess all the reach. And if you don't do, even if you don't do VPN, if you're outside of Brazil, um, like most people, as Novak said, are afraid of being on Twitter
Mm-hmm.
or liking a post or posting something. So crypto Twitter in Brazil is feeling like a Sahara desert right now. It's pretty. There's nowhere there. Nobody there. So yeah, I think it's something that plays hugely us against us. I don't feel that this thing will be permanent. Um, I would not like. It's not something that I would like to talk a lot of because when you deep dive, you get a lot of involved in politics and stuff, and I don't. It's something that I don't like to touch. Um, but yeah, just in a neutral, just analytic view, I think it plays hugely against us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that totally sense. Like the will of investors making maybe a pop-up city or network states in Brazil, like I think low, but increase the necessity of pop-up cities and network states. But I think not in Brazil. But I think that is like a huge opportunity for people to learn about this kind of subject. Because more and more countries are like banning things, blocking people from doing something. So I do think that who have the chance to like change to make it like change the country that lives or something like that. In fact, we'll do right, and but we cannot change the country to go to another country. They do the same, you know. This can happen, like Europe and American state, and so but network states are like pop-up city can have your own structure or something like that that can like maybe protect it from something like that. I don't know, but in fact this can happen, you know, like having your own financial structure, having your own uh, like regulation and something like that. So yeah, I think it's, I don't know if you guys could understand. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Can you go ahead? No.
Nope, I didn't look at this pop-up city by the angle that we have lost collective voice on Twitter, and Brazil as a category is pretty much dead on Web3 scene, and like the only Brazilians that will be tweeting actively are anons pretty much, like, or people that don't care, but they're not that many. So yeah, we have lost our voice as a collective, which is much worse than the losing a voice as an individual in a sense, right? That's a lot harder to overcome. I hadn't looked at that by that angle, so it's even worse than I thought. Makes sense.
Yeah, I would say that I think we are living in a time of legal uncertainty in Brazil. So, despite perhaps we have a civil law model, we have institutions like the STF making decisions that change the rules of the game overnight. So we are is an institution that I don't heard. I think the people and the other judges and other institutions too, because this is affecting us a lot. I think that the whole world is talking about it, and I think
Yeah.
this is the worst thing. because I agree that it's temporary, this block, but this affects a lot of the perspective of the investors and how things can change quickly here in Brazil.
And you know that we have a lot of people that are here and are from crypto I know that the content guy from Fenton is in Brazil. So it's kind of funny that some crypto apps have people based in Brazil posting, and yeah, it's hard understand how the situation will go on, and um one thing I feel that for sure is interesting and a good positive all of that mass is that, as Novak said, I think we will have, like, for the general public in Brazil, they will feel the necessity of having more censorship resistant tools. I would say that most of the time when we talked about Web3 and decentralization of internet, most people in Brazil didn't cared. It wasn't appealing to them. But right now, I think that for a huge portion of the population is something that appeals to them, to have something that is censorship resistant. And we can use that example as well to other things, like having a bank account that is censorship resistant, having and something that I want to tap here, it's DAO regulation, because Novak and I were talking about that last week. Having a organization, non-profit or profitable, a startup, a company, an institution that is not uh, that is censorship resistant and not subjected by a jurisdiction. But at the same time, it is hard because you need to have legal register and all the other things. So how do you see that happening in Novak? How do you do a DAO that is supposed to be censorship resistant and don't have any, I'd say, restriction on government side or legal side, but at the same time doing, like, having this compliance of doing things, documentation, like in the real world, like in the legal worlds? How to combine these two things?
Good question. It's a trick question too. But yeah, this is what every DAO needs to know, like wants to know. I think that's the golden question, like how I can do a digital thing with a digital world, with cryptocurrencies that are regulated, interacting with the real world thing. That is the whole thing about DAO's realizations. So yeah. One curious thing that I read, I'm studying a lot about legal regulations for DAOs, as we are like entering in heading this, and maybe in the future, like some years, we are planning to do a DAO, but nothing to spoil right now. So we are studying this. And the curious thing, did you guys know that token holders can be sued if the DAO doesn't have a legal entity?
US
Did
law,
you guys
right?
know that?
Common law?
Speaking
What's
what?
the name of
Sorry,
it? I
Novak.
heard that thing.
If you are a token holder of a DAO that doesn't have a legal entity, you can be sued of like be a partner of the DAO.
Is it
Yeah,
general
yeah.
partnership law, something like that?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like Xandão call it for a legal person to represent X in Brazil.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
you become a representative of the DAO if you like just hold the tokens. So it's very important to a DAO have like a legal entity. But right now we don't have we in fact we have two countries that has like in fact a legal jurisdiction for DAOs itself, right? The rest of the countries, the rest of like the jurisdictions that DAOs opens, it does not place a DAO in your legal format. It's just like a foundation that is a common legal format that it's common used by families that want to hold their assets in a foundation. But DAOs are using this instrument to build their legal jurisdiction, because the founders of the DAO can be anonymous in a foundation. You can put directors for the DAO, and the founders can be anonymous, and the token holders are like the owners of the foundation. It's very complicated thing, but it's very nice to study something like that. And yeah, that's a curious thing. I was talking with some lawyers too, some people from the ecosystem. Abu Dhabi is doing some good work in DAOs, like making a DAO a legal entity, like specifying what is the DAO is. And Wyoming is like doing something like that, making it define what is a DAO. How can we like improve in a DAO legal framework? But yeah, I don't know if I have another question, Shafi, or anyone.
Just to tap on what you said about token holders being responsible about something that happens in the DAO, they can be criminally charged if something goes wrong. It comes from a thing that in Portuguese is it's direito solidário, but I don't know how in Portuguese if it's solidarity. I don't know if it remains the same. But it means that if when you're part of our organization and you don't have a structure of who is doing what and who have power of what, and something goes wrong, everyone responds on behalf of the other. So it's solidary, I would say. I don't know if it applies the same word in English. But yeah, it's what happens. Most of like when something bad, really bad happens is when this is applied. It's not regular. But it's when the justice don't have anyone that is blamable. Everyone is blamable. So that's kind of
Yeah.
it. Interesting. And like, what are you about this study? We are in a moment like of early development of DAOs, and are you writing about it? How are your research going? Like, what tips you can have for people that are in the same journey of yours?
Okay, cool. When we think about DAO in a legal jurisdiction, or like what kind of instrument we will handle the building of a DAO constitution and something like that. Usually people think about like, oh, open a foundation and okay, done, like something like that. Open a LLC, done. That is not the real thing. Usually when the ecosystems build a DAO and want to make it right, they use a tool called legal wrapper, right? So when you build a DAO, you need to do a legal wrapper. What this means? That you need to build different jurisdictions, different constitutions to make a DAO. So you need to guarantee that who is collaborating actively for the development of the protocol are not like behind the DAO itself, but is just a service providing, right? You need to guarantee that your front end is not like aligned or inside the DAO thing, and you need to guarantee that the token holders are not owners of the DAO itself. So you need to guarantee too that the ICO, the token that you raise in the market, aren't vinculated of who is like making the service, offer service, and who are just like joining the DAO to vote. So the legal wrapper, what means that you build a jurisdiction for service providing. You build a jurisdiction for token emission, and they build a jurisdiction for the governance itself, the voting part. So what it means is expensive. It's very expensive to build out, right? You need to
How much is
spend
it?
like at least between 80,000 and $100,000 to build a DAO with all of these aspects of jurisdictions, right? To make it perfect, like, oh my, this is a DAO that will not handle problems in 5 years, maybe, because soon enough, I think like I don't know. I think the like the SEC and our regulations will be like every time narrow the regulation, but it's like how can I say a gambiarra in English? I don't know if I have this word, uh, but it's yeah.
Like something made up, like it's not something that is solid. It's kind of made up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Apparently,
temporary
gambiarra
fix.
is a word in Holland. In the startup scene in Holland, people use gambiarra because there's a bunch of Brazilians and there's no better word for that. But it's really a
Uh,
makeshift solution or something like that.
that's
Interesting.
good information. Good information. But yeah, that's why they call legal wrapper, right? Because wrapper is like the wrapper token, right? You wrap a lot of jurisdictions to build something like that. So it's expensive. Uh, it's sometimes it will be like 2 months to build in something like that, 3 to 2 months. And yeah, it has a lot of effort to do that.
How much per year to maintain something like that?
To maintain something like that, my research, I saw something like $20,000 to $30,000 a year. Yeah, but I complete that, right? With like 3 jurisdictions, token emission, service providing, and the governance thing. Yeah.
Perfect. I saw a monk going, yeah, behind you.
João is like, okay, 30,000.
Alex is trying to disrupt our live. Yeah.
Who is there?
You know,
Nice.
I
I
think
have
someone you can talk a lot about it, Novak. It's oh my God, from Balancer. I forgot totally.
Danko.
Danko, yeah.
Danko.
Yeah, we interviewed Bianco a few weeks ago, and Danko knows a lot about it, about these jurisdictions that we have to create it to each part of the company.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I agree with totally. And I think it's a very important topic that for us to study about where we can put our money and to save more,
Mhm.
and to work with this kind of service, international services, and can do these swaps and put money in another place from Brazil. It's very important. And a company that I would say to you to start more is Settle, Setta. It's a company
Cool.
that helps Brazilians to bring the money to abroad. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Awesome. Guys, we'll have a hard stop here. I think
Mm,
almost everyone of us have a hard stop at 7 p.m. Thank you, Novak, for accepting the invite. I know it was like rushing and
nice.
stuff. Um, hope the Twitter thing goes well afterwards in the next Circuito Live. Hope you guys have an awesome week as well. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, João. And yeah, and we have a goal to be all of Blockful members, employees to be on the Circuito.
Total sense. Thank you guys. Appreciate it a lot.
See
Take
you.
care.